Mike Pence feeling pretty good today. Pence had a good debate last night. Good reviews from all corners. 36 million people watched Pence v. Kaine. It's the lowest rating for a vice presidential debate since 2000. 15 million fewer eyeballs than Paul Ryan and Joe Biden drew 4 years ago. As far as style goes, Pence's mild-mannered, much-prepared, disciplined defense of Donald Trump and Trump's policies and criticism of Hillary Clinton and her policies had much of the political world declaring that, at least when it comes to debating skills, Donald Trump may have been upstaged by his number two. It was a narrative that Pence was clearly trying to knock down this morning at a campaign stop in Harrisonburg, Virginia, where he demurred and called Trump the ultimate winner of last night's face-off. Trump himself, on the other hand, was in a credit-taking mood today in Nevada for putting Pence on the ticket.
How many of you watched the vice presidential debate last night? Mike Pence did an incredible job, and I'm getting a lot of credit because that's really my first so-called choice. That was my first hire, as we would say in Las Vegas. And I'll tell you, he's a good one. He was phenomenal. He was cool. He was smart. He was, I mean, you just take a look at him. He was meant to be doing what he's doing, and we are very, very proud of Governor Mike Pence. Thank you, Mike Pence.
John, speculation and some reporting last night that Donald Trump did not like the notion that he would be called not as good a debater as Mike Pence, and that Pence was seen as kind of helping him out of the hole. How do you think Trump seems to be reacting personally to Pence's good reviews?
Well, the thing is, I think there's another element to this, which you mentioned, the defense of Trump's policies. I think actually that's maybe been as much of a cause for Trump to be upset, because Trump didn't really defend a lot of Trump's policies. Pence didn't really defend a lot of Trump's policies last night. That's one of the things I think that might have set Trump off. Look, he did not tweet in the middle of the night. Today, maybe he's like protesting too much a little bit, like kind of overpraising Pence in some ways. But at least as of now, on the basis of what we've seen and anything that I personally know on the basis of reporting, I think that has been overblown, the notion that Trump has taken offense to the way Pence played it last night. He seems grateful.
If it is the case that Donald Trump realizes that he needs to win the debate on Sunday, that his campaign is in a real tough place right now, I think one of the smartest things his staff has convinced him to do is to talk about this debate win, as both he and Pence have suggested, as a win of ideas. Ideas, lower taxes, smaller government, smarter foreign policy. If Trump is focused on that in reaction to Pence, I think he's doing just fine with this, and I agree. It seems to me, from what I've been told today, it's overblown. And Trump has not got the best poker face in the world. Seems pretty happy with where Pence left him.
It's generally the case, as we know, that nominees do not like to be overshadowed by their understudies. However, we've seen instances when you thought, for instance, in 2008, that John McCain might be upset about Sarah Palin overshadowing him right after the Republican convention. In fact, McCain was actually pretty happy. He looked at the big crowds and said, hey, this is actually helping me. I think Trump recognized he was on a bad run, that Pence
gave him the best days had in 8 days.
He stopped the schneid that they were on, and he now knows that the pressure's all on him to perform. But I will say, I think the framing of it as a battle of he won the battle of ideas, there were a lot of foreign policy issues, especially foreign policy issues, where Pence effectively took exception to Trump. And the Clinton campaign put those out as a long list where Pence is in a different place than Trump is. So it's not like he's really adopted Trump's policy posture.
But he has on lower taxes. He has on changing Washington. He has on critiquing Hillary Clinton. Right. This is a good day, the best day they've had, I said, in a while. And the reality is, Mike Pence wasn't in there talking about the Indiana miracle. He wasn't talking
that's true.
He was
not talking about himself.
He was talking about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, and I think Donald Trump might feel a little odd about it, but largely feeling good.
He's managed to whatever weirdness he feels, he's held it in check, and that's all that matters.